Morning and welcome to week 4. So, week 4, we're going to look at Beethoven and we're going to look at the emergence of the Romantic period. Now, one thing I'm going to point out first is there are two separate topics. Beethoven, phenomenal classical composer, one of my favorites. I have a little bias there. He comes at the tail end of the classical period, okay? And then all of his music is so influential. He kind of sets the tone for the Romantic period going forward. So, a couple things we're going to want to do this week. Obviously, we're going to read chapters 15 through 19 in our text, in the Cengage text, and I have two other additional readings as well. One focuses on Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and one focuses on Beethoven's piano sonatas, but mainly the Moonlight Sonata. And the Moonlight Sonata is a sonata that you've all heard before, but it's a great piece, and we're going to listen to it and get some more information about it. The content for this week, the listening is obviously, we're going to be listening to music of Beethoven, okay? And we're going to be listening to music of the early Romantics. And it's going to focus, this week is going to focus on a genre in the Romantic period called a song cycle, okay? Or a German Lied, and we're also going to look at piano music of the Romantic period as well. I have one quiz in here, okay, because I don't have two quizzes, and there's a reason for that, because I have the midterm coming out in this week as well, and I'm going to talk about the midterm in a different video. We're going to have, I got 5 videos here, 5 Edpuzzle videos for you guys to watch. One's going to be an overview of Beethoven and his life. One's going to talk about Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. One's going to talk about Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Okay. Obviously, again, they're probably, if you had to slim down Beethoven's work and say what are his most important pieces or most influential pieces, it's a really hard thing to do. But his Fifth and Ninth Symphonies are probably, they're very important, and they're important for us to learn. So we have 2 discussions this week. One's going to be on the piano music of Liszt, and Franz Liszt he's a Romantic composer. He's a phenomenal pianist, and he's kind of like the rock star of the 19th century. Okay, he goes concertizing throughout Europe, and he has all these flashy, gestures on the piano, and he does all this virtuosic music, and people love him. So that's going to be one discussion. Another discussion we're going to have this week is going to be on the Heiligenstadt Testament. Now, Heiligenstadt is a town in, I believe it's Austria or Czechoslovakia these days. And it's a town where Beethoven goes to, and he writes a letter to his brother. And it's a very important letter and basically it kind of gives us a mindset in this letter of what Beethoven's going through in his turmoil. So we're going to talk about that this week. And then we have 2 writing assignments. The first is going to be on Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and the second is going to be on Schubert and the Art Song or the German Lied. So that's going to be the main crux of week 4. Now, again, we're also going to have the midterm for this week. I'm going to talk about the midterm in a separate video, and we also have the concert project going on. If you haven't done the concert project, you want to get the ball rolling, okay? So watch the video. Watch a concert, write it up, and then email me the project before you submit it through Canvas so I can comment on it. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.